If people coming to your house stresses you out, your brain is treating them like a threat, not socially, biologically. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. Because this was never about being antisocial. It's about losing control of the only place your brain feels safe. Your home is not just where you live, it's where your nervous system finally relaxes. Every detail is intentional. The lighting, the silence, the temperature, even where you sit. That's not preference, that's regulation. And if this already feels uncomfortably accurate, just like the video, so I know you see this too. Now imagine this. Someone walks in. They sit in your spot. They move things. They change the energy. And suddenly your brain shifts. Not panic, but scanning. Is everything clean enough? Do they like it? Did I forget something? Are they comfortable? When are they leaving? That's not hosting. That's threat monitoring. But here's where it gets worse. Hosting isn't one task. It's hundreds of invisible ones. Cleaning differently, planning differently, thinking ahead constantly, reading reactions, managing impressions. Your brain is running everything at once, and none of it stops. This is cognitive load, but for you, it turns into overload. And now we go one level deeper, because this isn't just about effort, it's about control. Your home is your only controlled environment. Out there, unpredictable. People, noise, situations. But here, everything makes sense. Everything is yours. Everything is safe. And the moment someone enters that space, you lose that control. You can't fully relax. You can't disconnect. You can't just exist. You have to stay aware. You have to stay on. And here's the part nobody admits. You're not just hosting them, you're managing yourself. What you say, how you act, how your space looks, how everything is perceived. Your home becomes a stage, and you become responsible for the entire experience. Now add this. When you're outside, you always have an exit. You can leave, you can reset, you can escape. But when people are in your home, you can't. You are stuck, inside the situation, inside the one place that's supposed to feel like freedom. And that feeling, that subtle pressure, that's the real reason you hate hosting. But we're still not at the core, because here's the real question. Why does your brain react this strongly? Because at some point, control became equal to safety. Maybe things were unpredictable. Maybe you had to adapt early. Maybe peace wasn't consistent. So your brain learned something very simple. If I control the environment, I'm safe. And now you've built that environment, carefully, precisely. And hosting breaks it. Not physically, but psychologically. It introduces unpredictability, and your brain doesn't like unpredictability. So it compensates. By scanning, by preparing, by controlling everything it can. And that's why you feel exhausted, not because of people, but because your brain never turns off. Now here's where most people go wrong. They think the solution is avoidance. Just don't invite anyone. And yes, that works, short term. But long term, it reinforces the pattern. Your brain starts believing, control is the only way I'm safe. And that makes everything outside your control feel heavier. So, here's the shift. You don't need to eliminate control. You need to loosen it. Start small, short visits, clear time limits, boundaries that you choose. Let your brain experience something new, that people can enter your space and nothing breaks. You're still safe, even without perfect control. Because the goal isn't isolation. It's flexibility. And once your brain learns that, hosting stops feeling like a threat. It just becomes a choice. If this felt a little too accurate, you're probably going to relate to the next videos on this channel even more. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. And I also made a simple worksheet to help you reduce that mental overload in social situations. You'll find it below. Take your space back without shutting people out.